Hi everyone, my name is Faith Motegi and this is Parenting Conundrums. Kindly consider subscribing to this channel. So, the topic at hand for today, a parenting snippet, is: do you know your child's talents? Let me rephrase that. Especially for the upper primary. Let's leave the little ones to discover as they go. But there's a discussion I had with a young lady today who reminded me that once upon a time I was young. What do I say? But the interesting bit about it is this pandemic is going to have an effect on what your child decides to be when they're older. Thank God for 8 to 5 jobs. That's one way of going about it. There are those who are hustling or doing their, what do you call them, their entrepreneurs and the rest. But the discussion I had with the young lady is they need to do an inventory. What are they good at? And not to limit themselves to just one thing. So there's a word I came across, and it's called multi-potentialite, whereby you have multiple potentials. So during this holiday, pay attention to what your child does freely or easily and even well. The reason why I'm focusing on the upper primary, give it from 10 years and above, is because by this time most likely they have tried out the upper class, the grammar is in, the math is in, so they are basically trying to find out what they are good at, and they are reaching this point of teenagehood, and one of the main questions that bogs them down and still bogs adults like moi and like you down is: who am I? What am I good at? So is there a way that your child can explore, yes, within the confines of the containment and everything, but I would like you to be interested in what your child does well. It could be those jokes that might drive you crazy and which they have to tell you right in the eye or whisper right in your ear. Please bear with it. They grow up very fast. So is it the talking? Is it the cooking? Is it these gadgets? The way they use your phone and you find one app is gone or they have done something. Yes, it may look disorganized to you or it might disorganize you as an adult, but I want you to be curious about what your child does best, and then using the available resources. The internet is one, having mentors is another. You yourself can be the guide. Give your child a room to explore. I know finances are tough, but this is when you make necessity is a mother of all invention. So you need to be serious about this. So during those walks, just talk like, by the way, what are you interested in? Quick question, quick point. I'm also learning this. Try and not always ask the children in your life, whether it's your own children or even a guardian too. Don't keep asking them, what do you want to be when you grow up? One interesting way I looked at it was, but then if you were to solve any problem in the world, what would it be? And there is where the brains come alive. So you can have conversation starters. Just use the internet. Come up with conversation starters. It doesn't have to be what do you want to be when you grow up. Right now, due to the pandemic, the world is milango zimefunguka. Paulo na Sila. Okay, that's a song for another day. But for those who go to Sunday school, it's Christian, you'll know the song. So the doors have opened and the children are realizing there's something called coding. There's something called, what else is there? I don't know. There are so many things that even you as a parent, you're like, what is? But I want you to be interested in what your child does well. It may be those frustrating things, but try and look at it in a different lens. and see how to build that child up. Because you remember, or allow me to remember for you. Once upon a time, being a musician, at our time, you would not stand in front of your parents and say, I want to be a musician as a main career. But there are those who are making a career out of it. And I'm hoping things will work out because the entertainment industry keeps us alive. So in spite of the COVID issues, the pandemic, I'm hoping that comes back up. But your child may not be, yes, you want them to be the doctor, you want them to be the banker. But ladies and gentlemen, how easy has it been? It might have been a little bit easier or very easy for you to transact, especially last year, 2020, when suddenly you could do everything to do with banking on your phone. So your child may not really want to be a banker because, breaking news, the job may have been replaced. The human aspect may have been replaced with gadget, robotic, technology, and the rest. So there are certain aspects that are being removed out of the picture. So being a waitress, don't be surprised a robot will do that. Or it's you, go press buttons, which will be wiped later. And do what needs to be done. If it's your meal, it shows up. So by the time I'm telling you to do a talent inventory, to be curious about your child, it's because the world has been flipped. The script, we cannot relate to our children's future or their careers or whatever they want to do in life using the same script that our parents used for us and which we may be hoping for them. So be curious. What is your child good at? It may piss you off, but it may be the thing that brings home the bacon or the beef or whatever other kind of meal that they prefer. So please be ready to experience the shock of your parents, the way your parents, our parents, where they'll use a child comes and tells you of a career that wewe mwenyewe hata haujui. You do not understand, you do